It is
I'm
coming.
built different. I'll be fine. Built different.
You're just built different.
Yep.
Oh wait, are you an android? Is that what you're talking about? You're a Bill? Oh my god, he's part of it.
Dang it! You ruined the secret. I wanted to reveal that.
If I had a voice changer, I would have activated it now.
All right, so everyone's here. Everyone's ready. Everyone's grooving and vibing.
What?
Grooving and vibing. Did I say grooving? I think I said grooving.
I heard grooming.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Grooving
Like,
with a V.
I
Grooving and
shaved
vibing.
yesterday, man.
Yeah.
Anyways. All right, let's just get into session 0. So the session 0 is basically we're gonna go. I already explained this, but I'm gonna explain it again. We're gonna go over some basic stuff like game style, how the game will be like, party dynamic, but most of all, it's gonna be about like limits and rules. And then once we're done with that, we can roll stats and laugh and point and tease at people.
That's my
Mainly
favorite
me.
part.
I will say though that Kenzie, Aaron, and Guy has already rolled their stats because we had a session -1, and we just did it then because we didn't know that you guys were coming at that time.
Yeah, you didn't tell us you were coming, guys.
Yeah.
I know, it was very rude.
Yeah, we've been here for like 2 hours, so we just did it. Just waiting. No one came. All right. So first off, let's just get the stuff that. Let me just reiterate things that I already said that you guys should already know, but just in case. The game style of this campaign is, of course, going to be very, very, very heavily roleplay based. Which you should know because that's what you signed up for.
Gee, really? I was expecting like 80% combat.
Yeah.
Well, hell, man. I'm sorry.
That's why my backstory is only 3 sentences.
I was born, I lived, I went to conquest. Is that
I was
it?
born with a blade by my side.
Quite painful.
Killed my
for
mother upon birth.
Okay, rogue.
That's what I should do next camp. I
Hey.
never played a rogue.
That's right. I'm the rogue. Just kidding.
Go on.
It also will be character based, meaning that there's going to be a lot of in-depth, maybe interesting, I don't know yet, characters that you guys will meet and get to know or hate and kill, depending on what you guys do. And speaking about killing, I am going to make it a point that you guys will be able to go throughout the entire campaign without killing a single creature. This will be very hard.
Run this shit. Pacifist run through 3 years.
Get the true ending.
Yeah.
It will be very hard because you guys are like the start of the campaign, and how you guys all meet is that you join a monster hunting guild.
Yeah.
We gotta pacify the monsters.
I mean, it's possible. But on a more reliable and existable, if that's a word, note, you guys, it's more possible to complete the campaign without killing a single person.
I will pacify them with my maul.
Yeah. I would like to non-lethally cast a 9th level fireball.
Sorry, mate.
Cast warm fuzzy feeling ball.
It's like, yes, I would like to add my sneak attack to that non-lethal damage, please.
9th
Okay,
level
so-
calm emotions.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, if you want a warm, fuzzy feeling ball, that's calm emotions at 9th level.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
Especially at the beginning of this game, it will be largely character based. But as like time goes on, there'll be more and more plot and more mystery and more traveling. And also at the beginning of the campaign, I'm gonna do a lot of story beats for your level ups, bringing like intrigue and reason to them. I like to give reasons why class abilities happen if there's like no explanation.
How many
One
reasons?
example of which is wizards. Wizards get their spell. They have their spell book, and they get their spells from like copying the spell book. But at each level, they just get 2 new spells that they learn from nowhere. I was like, how could that be a thing? Like that's an example of something I did with what it entails. You don't know yet.
You could be
But I
like
like
my
to do
other
that
DM
kinda
and
stuff.
say, well, to learn a new spell, you're gonna need this much parchment, this much ink.
That's how it usually is, but I'm
Yeah.
not evil.
What if it's like, no, you don't learn new spells when you level up. You have to go out. You got to go to college. You got to spend like 500 gold.
pay tuition, yeah.
Guys, I'm back next
You need to go
month.
get your
gold
mentor
for
over.
tuition? You gotta go more than that, buddy.
Yeah, you got to go
500
through the
platinum
classes.
at
You gotta go through all the classes. You gotta graduate, and then by then you should have at least your 2nd level spells. And then you gotta
Yeah.
go find a mentor.
Sorcerer all there
then
like
you gotta, and then you gotta
tuition.
pay,
Ha, I go on intuition.
and then you gotta pay back your loan for the rest of your life.
Yeah, that's the campaign, paying back the college debt.
Back to
That's the fucking greatest backstory. I
Yeah,
became an
right.
adventurer.
Write that down.
I became an adventurer to pay off my student loans.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways,
That's the only scenario where
as-
sorcerer is better than wizard. Sorry.
as leveling up, I'm taking account, and like I told you guys, I recommended that you guys did this as well. That you guys don't know much about the world and you're still learning it, and I like to think that you're still learning your skills as well because this is level 1. You guys can be killed by the rabbit from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Everyone can be killed by that thing. That thing
Yeah,
is
it's like
not.
BBEG.
Yeah.
It's just a Tarrasque that was polymorphed and didn't get out.
Okay.
I smacked the
Anyways.
rabbit.
So because of this, they're depending on a character, and I talked about this type of thing with some of you as well. There may be like mentors you can find that you can talk to. There also may be mysterious, possibly divine or otherwise events, or maybe something you discover and take from. I have ideas for all of you, except for Daed, because I don't really know his character at all yet.
Man,
I know
hopefully I find a lich in the starting town to learn from.
Yeah.
It's the backstory is coming together. It's almost there. I'm sorry.
Well, it's not. I just don't know your your character's personality. You're fine, man. You got time.
All right. Question.
Answer.
So it's stated that leveling up is by milestone. Is it? It's not individual milestones, right?
Basically, what it means is that I tell you when you guys level up.
yeah.
Okay.
That can be whenever.
But it's
No, but he's
it's
saying, like, do we level up as a group, or are we going to be, like, different levels?
Yes.
Like, oh, I made it to level
Yes.
2. You're still level 1. Oh, that is going to be a thing.
Yes. No.
Oh.
It will be leveled up as a party. Like
Oh, as a
everyone will
party.
be level 2 or everyone will be level 3. I don't like that because I feel like it brings up a
Guys,
competitive
why is
nature.
the fighter level 8 and I'm still level 2?
Yeah, I feel like that gives out a competitive nature.
Me
and
when
this
I'm
is like
multi-class.
This is a team game. So I'm not gonna do that. I've never liked that.
Cool. Just wanted to make sure.
Also, about the world itself, how I'm gonna play this out is like real life. The world is filled with imperfect people in an imperfect world. So there's gonna be the players of Clergy know this. I like to bring up moral and ethical questions that you
God,
guys
this game
need
is
to
so
solve.
dark.
I don't know really what Grimdark entails exactly. I've heard of it, but I don't know what exactly goes into it. So possibly, I don't expect to be like, oh, edge noir. The shadows creep around you. Vampires. Zombie vampires. Shadow demons. I'm not gonna be like that. Anyways, now I got a question for you all. This is something that I'm going to take notes about. It's a simple question. But I feel like... Actually, I got 2 questions for you, because I need to do that, because I need to write a speech. Okay. First off, what do you wish to get out of this experience? Yeah, big question.
So out of character, right? That's what you're asking. Okay.
You could answer it in character too if you really wanted to, but not needed.
I'm just curious. I just clarified.
Is there an order of answering here?
Just whoever wants to talk. If no one wants to start, I can just go down the list.
From the bottom, because I don't want to start from the top.
And I should say also, if you don't want to say it in front of everyone, you could send me a DM. That's fine. That's for any question I ask. You can just send me a DM if you don't want to say it in front of everyone. That is a-okay.
Well, I'll go. I'm just looking for a new experience. I mean, I've played D&D for probably longer than most of you have lived. So, I mean, I've played so many hack and slashes, and I've DM'd so many people who, don't want to role play, that I really want to play a character with other people who really want to play their characters. I want to live a story instead of just rolling dice all the time.
A story in a roleplay based game?
I know, right? What am I asking here? It's yeah.
What are you implying?
So yeah, that's all. That's why I signed up. That's why I looked for a new group. I mean, I still have my old group for throwing endless hordes of zombies at them because that's fun. But yeah.
Well, you found the right group. Well, I don't know about the new people, but in the last campaign, it was how many sessions did we get to? I think it was like 60, wasn't it?
That's up to you. I did not count them, but I thought you
Definitely
did.
went over a year.
Do we still have the?
It was over a year.
I'm just checking it right now. I should be able to check the schedule if it exists. Last session was the 60-second session. So we had near the beginning, I believe we had a streak of 10 sessions where there wasn't a single combat. Is that true? Am I remembering that right?
When? Like when did that happen?
Like at the beginning of the campaign in Wing's Breath.
Well, no. Okay. Remember when Helbum got assassinated? Did we have a fight there? I don't know. I thought.
No, there wasn't really a fight. It's more just like a getting there, figuring out what the fuck is going on, and then seeing the assassin jump onto the rooftops. That's really all.
Yeah,
that
we
was.
didn't really. That's right. We didn't catch him that time. Yeah, it was actually Ara who got him.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't recall. I don't recall our first fight.
I'm pretty sure that's a thing because I'm pretty sure Trinity complained.
So was our first fight in the church?
Okay, let's just
Anyway.
keep on that. But yeah, so we had something like that happen. Do I plan on that being a thing continuously? No. We'll just see what happens, honestly. All right. Do you want me to just go up the list, or do you
I think we should
someone
just
else
do
wanna
the
go?
list.
Okay, Aaron Bufferon,
What list are you going off of, out of curiosity? Because
Discord going up
okay, all right,
because 7 started.
okay, all right. Yeah, I'm just looking to have fun, man. I want. I'm hoping that I could be with a group where, like, you might have an idea of what your character is, but then it sort of like evolves and they grow and kind of feel like they're real people, But yeah, I kind of like the three pillars analogy as far as playing, thinking about how to play role playing games, where, like, it's just equally between role playing, exploration, and fighting. Just kind of let everyone, a little bit of everything, so everyone's happy. But that's pretty much it.
Okay, so character development and everything.
Everything. That's what I just put down everything.
I'll just put pillars. All right, thank you, my man. All right, Mr. Petrichor Cletus McJewel, otherwise known as Guy. Thank you for your riveting answer.
Give me one second here.
What, you can't speak cookie?
Oh, that was broccoli.
What? Are you just okay? Are you eating like dinner, or are you just munching on broccoli for the lulls?
I live from column A, live from column B.
Oh my god! What, you are a strange specimen of a man. Okay, I'm good. I'm kidding. Just okay. Go.
Well, as probably a bunch of you know, at least, I love playing D&D. I love getting into character. I like the whole social aspect of it. I just find it a lot of fun, and I like the way you run a game, Zach. So yeah,
Coolio.
that's why I'm here.
Okay, thank you.
And I like all of you. Aww.
Oh, it's like
I'd like to
Fast
roll
and
an
the Furious
insight check.
family.
Insight check.
Family.
So my character's a murder hobo.
Yeah.
A murder hobo paladin. That's an unusual accomplishment.
You know,
Yeah.
it's more common than you think.
No. He was evil. I swear. Yeah.
I would like to
Yeah.
cast common. I would like to cast inflict wounds on the commoner for sipping too loudly.
Broken.
What did you say? Person within fireball distance?
Yes.
All right, Daed Navarre, the man, the myth, the legend, the prophecy child, the prodigal son.
Dade Navarre Lucarn.
I am keeping that joke going. You can't stop me.
Yeah, I guess I can't. I haven't played D&D in over like a year. So really, I just want to experience a little bit of everything. And I want to not I don't know. I just want to experience D&D again, and I want it to be a fun experience. I want to experience characters bonding and shit, and backstories slightly or majorly intertwining, or just fucking
You're right, man.
Affecting or interacting with people's backstories and stuff. And yeah,
Okay, cool.
I also,
like to do that too.
yeah, I like personal growth, and I want to see personal growth and stuff. Also, little tidbit note. I like fucking
Okay.
homebrew abilities happening or coming about, things that people do, which is part of why I like to try and do potentially not baseline rules allowed type things, because it's meant to be fun and fantasy, and try to do the fun or the interesting. That was very jumbled, but yes,
That was fun, man. I liked it. Thank you.
Yeah. There was a whole thing with my previous character Petrichor, and it was like Petrichor had the chance of going absolutely batshit insane. Can we work out a mechanic for that? And we did.
That didn't ever happen. That's good.
Yeah, you were lucky.
And in terms of interacting with backstory, in the last campaign, there was an entire arc where we went to the Tasmora forest just for Aaron.
Yeah, I
basically forced us to.
Beautiful.
I like character heavy, like character focused arcs. It's focused on like a certain character. Those can be very fun.
Okay, cool. I'll keep that in mind. Okay, Fracturous.
Well, obviously, I'm here for the sexual conquests, and since we're starting in the town of Conquest, it only seems right. But no, I'm actually just kind of here for the story, because I'll be honest, most of the times I get to play D&D, it doesn't go beyond. I roll to hit it with my long sword. That's a 19 and 15 damage. Okay, that's all. That's it. And that is the extent. So, I'm just excited for something to actually, follow along with.
Okay, cool. It's gonna take a little bit to get into, I'll warn you, but there is one.
Yeah.
Alright, Kinsey Bofinzi.
Okay, I have a
Gotta
lot.
get this
Well, not a lot, but...
Benzie. I don't know. Okay.
I want to be able to play a character where I'm able to hold their personality together. I don't want them to be all over the place. I don't, I've usually played characters that are more all over the place or not so serious. But I want to be able to play a serious character who can develop themselves, and I also want to develop with the character. And I feel like you said earlier, learning along with the character, that's very fun with me. And I think guiding my own character and acting as if they are their own person, it's a really interesting concept to me. So I think it'd be mostly character development and stuff. So yeah, that's a high key point, and I enjoy a lot of things. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, pretty cash money.
Cash money indeed. Thank you all.
It's pretty Green Banks of you.
Holla, good holla.
And now I got a really quick question for you. This is really for school, because I'm writing a speech about D&D, so I just wanted to... If you were to rate D&D on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being dog shit and 10 being sent from God, he, she, themselves, or in self, because you don't believe, what would you rate it at? Let's just go down the list.
Which edition?
Just
Them's are
not
fighting
do
words.
not mention that one edition.
Them's are fighting words. And no, we do not speak of that one edition. We do not
Just-
speak its name.
Just D&D in general. And I'm gonna go down the list because probably everyone will shout at the same time. So Kenzie, number.
Oh, I hate rating things on number scales. 8.
8, okay. Fracturous.
Yeah, I guess like a 6.5.
Okay. Guy.
Damn. Okay.
Oh, imagine.
Oh, sorry.
7.5.
7.5. Thank you, whoever you are.
Wow.
What happened to the man, the myth, the legend?
I don't know your name. I only know that you're the man, the myth, the legend.
The man, the myth,
That
the
is
legend.
that is
Never.
the name for me. Your name is the man, the myth, the legend. You have like 8 middle names.
Feel like that.
Alright.
And like half of them are the.
Yeah. Guy. It is okay. Number guy. Por favor.
I'm kind of between like 7 and 8, so I'm gonna say like 7.5. Like,
Yeah, me too.
like it's 7 is pretty high up there. Like something that hits 7 is like, I really like this. 8 is
You're
like,
really
I
hard to
freaking
please.
love this every single day.
You're really hard
And
to
I feel
please.
like-
What you're trying to say? Like,
Yeah,
not a lot of things.
I'm high maintenance like that. Oh my gosh.
I'm a good guy. You're
I have to always
quirky.
have my mocha frappuccino before I start playing.
You're
I need
so
a full
If I'm
I
running
need,
late, you're just going to have to wait for me.
guy. You're not like other guys.
I need Fiji water, a bowl of only green M&Ms, or I will not appear. That's all I'm saying.
We are all picturing somebody.
We are. At least I am.
Okay, Aaron, you already said yours. You said that you agreed with Guy
Yeah.
7.5.
I mean, really, it's hard to. But again, it's like, what are you asking? Like, you talk about like the act of playing D&D, or like the concept itself of D.
all.
What? All of
Everything.
D&D, everything of D&D, including like,
D,
Critical
all of the
Role and
above.
everything else. Yeah,
Yes.
I would say
D, all of the
8,
above.
maybe, because it's sometimes it's even more enjoyable to like watch someone else play it, or like, yeah. So I'd say, or be the DM yourself. So I moved my score from 7.5 to 8.
Whole half point. 7, you have been playing for.
Yeah.
How about you, Zach? Why
for
don't you
like.
answer?
I'm going to answer
Okay.
last.
Is,
You're at the
is
bottom
the
of the list.
answer 7?
7, you have been playing for like
Uh,
35 years or something around
Yep.
that.
Yeah, I would give it a hard 10. I mean, this is one of my favorite things. I used to read fiction as a kid, and this lets me write fiction with other people, which is like the best thing ever.
Fuck, hearing as a kid hits different as a freshman in college.
Well, I agree with 7. A solid 10 out of 10 for me. This game has changed my life and has helped me through some serious shit. So 11 out of 10.
Oh.
If it was
The answer was 10. Anyone who did
hold
not
on.
say 10, you got it wrong. You failed.
Hold on,
Yes.
I wish to revise my
You all-
answer. I wish to
you
revise
all
my
ans-
answer.
You all answered false except for 7, so that
Yeah.
means 7 actually gets in the campaign.
Yep. 7 for when he's
This
paid.
was
This
this
a
was
test.
all a ruse to
Hey,
get
Zach.
you guys to get the right people.
Oh,
I actually have
Zach.
like 8 other groups.
Can
Yeah,
can I change my answer to 6.9 for character reasons?
Sure.
Okay, I
Oh my
want to
God.
know about your character.
Okay, hold up. I gotta revise my answer here. Give me 1 second. 5.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That's how you do it.
That is accurate. You know that I respect that.
Yeah.
Now that is the correct answer.
Respect the drip.
What is that? Is that a car?
Okay.
That was-
Someone just went Zoom.
yeah, someone's
Someone's doing
vrooming.
zoomies outside.
Someone did a vroom.
That's me, guys. Sorry, I'm driving a car while doing this.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're going to discussion. I'm pretty sure we already have it down, like, in an unspoken way, but we might as well talk about it. Party dynamic. Like, we already have all your characters, so I'm already getting an idea of how it's going to be, but we may as well talk about it so everyone knows.
I think
Like,
most
what
of
I mean
y'all
by
know
party-
what Colton is about.
What I mean by party dynamic is like what your guys is like. I don't know, like morals are. I guess I should say, like, do you want to play as like evil people, superheroes, just purely mercenaries in it for the money, super serious edgelords, loners, murder hobos, and murder hobos aren't even a thing on this, so because they are not allowed. It's not fun.
No,
Yeah.
I'm avoiding that.
That's just in my
If you're
notes.
gonna play evil, you gotta be lawful evil sociopath. It's the only way it
Yes.
goes.
Well, I'm, personally for my character, like, yeah, okay, I know there's various criticism over the alignment chart, but can come in handy. My character would definitely fall in the chaotic good. Like, oh yeah, he's a paladin. The god that he serves is a good one, and but he doesn't conform to the system. Like,
Reject the system.
definitely, yeah. Just did not grow up in the system, but gained the faith.
Yeah, my paladin's slightly different. Did grow up in the system, rejected it, found a different system, picked that one up instead. So also chaotic good.
Oh, how about that?
My character,
That'd be fun.
he leans towards lawful given like the environment he was raised in, but he does have like his own like personal beliefs, so he leans towards more neutrality.
I feel like my character. I don't really know what I'd align my character. I mean, he's a very good
do a test.
person, but
Sorry, what did you say?
that would
Must be
take so
test.
long. I feel like he's just a pretty good person overall. Like, he has morals. He knows what he's doing. I don't think he's very, I don't know, strong when it comes to his morals. Like, if someone has a better point and he doesn't know how to come back to it, it's going to be like, oh yeah, I agree with you. Like,
How
make
did he
sense?
come? Yeah, how did he come by these morals? Are they like because of he's with the organization, or just?
I am not going to answer that.
Okay, well, I'm trying to help you, but fair enough.
No, it's okay.
Backstory secrets.
I can get it. It's fine. I'll get it eventually.
Sounds like my, falling into one exact category isn't necessary. But kind of generally not bad to have an idea about what your character would do.
Exactly, it's a guideline because I don't think
Yes.
every paladin should have to, every level, good paladin should have to follow every rule, even like if it's a horribly terrible rule, just because it's a law, you can't like poke fun at that and say, oh, you broke a rule. The one that said like behead all magic users or whatever. I don't know. Just an example.
He had to
Yeah, so
pick.
far-
He'd probably. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine. I'm understanding so far. It's like more good aligned.
Yeah.
Got 2 chaotic goods, and you said your guy was like a kind person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chaotic neutral.
Oh, am I the only lawful one?
No, I'm actually a
Dead silence.
I'm a very lawful thief. I always am a very law-abiding thief. I pay my taxes. I don't 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 litter. I always follow the rules.
Okay, what is it? What are you? Say it.
Me? Chance, I would say, is the worst alignment, aka chaotic neutral, probably.
Oh no, times 2.
I mean, he's on like the borderline of chaotic good, but I mean, let's be fair. He's not stealing for other people.
Okay, it's all right. I planned for this. I have written down how much money is in each register in each store, so I'm good. All right. So I think it more caters towards good because neutral, it can just be anything, but chaotic neutral is just whatever the fuck you want. So I don't know. I don't think there's any really problems. I think it's gonna work out fine. So I don't think this is very important to talk about. It'll be dynamic. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, at least no one's dedicated to being truly evil. So I mean, we can get along with that.
Yeah, we can vibe.
For all the
It's
upper
not
half
like
of the spectrum chart.
Little did they know I had actually written up a chaotic evil character. Oh no.
At least he's chaotic.
Yeah,
So, so we can all get along about that.
we have something in common.
Hey.
all right. So now we're getting into like limits and uncomfortable stuff, and I'm gonna make another note that if you don't want to say something in front of everyone, you can just send me a DM. So this is more serious stuff that makes me depressed to go over, but it's necessary. So let's just start off small. Does anyone have any like phobias or anything that they do not want to prop up in game? Kinsey, I already know that you don't like needles.
Yeah. I mean, like, just in heavy description. I can handle it in small amounts, but in heavy description, it's very, yeah.
Did you say beetles or eagles?
Needles.
Needles. Ah, that's fair. I don't like hardcore gore.
Okay.
Like you could say, oh, they skewered a guy, but like you don't have to describe how their entrails are slowly just ripping and plopping onto the floor like that. I don't like that actually.
Noted.
Yeah, noted.
Thanks for saying.
Players of clergy just went like, how the fuck is that going to do that one? But all right.
Well,
thank you.
I mean, stuff happened, but you didn't describe it in great detail, so.
You know, like
with my grandparents, I've been describing it a lot. So
you know how like they used
to, well, no, go on.
You know how they used to mutilate or kill people in Dragon Ball Z, where it's like it's a slow fade to white, or like it's just a black hole in through someone's chest.
No,
I like it.
I never watched Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, this analogy has failed.
I'm uncultured, but I understand what you're getting at.
All right.
Just like it's just kind of like just a hole in their chest. There isn't like blood and guts spilling everywhere. It's just like a boop, he's gone, he's dead.
Yeah, or like you can describe how they're bleeding out slowly or whatever. Just not no super viscera detail. And I would politely ask for that to extend that to players as well, given sometimes everyone's given the how do you want to do this option and such in combat.
That's why I said noted, because there's been some descriptions I've given.
Yeah.
So noted.
So, do you remember what happened to the Wolf brother? Gosh, I can't think of his name, but in Icewind Dale.
Kanan.
Just terrible. Oh my god. I didn't want to hear that description. It was so bad. Anyway.
Is that a bugle?
Hmm?
Ken's, is that a bugle?
Yes.
How's How is it malformed?
Just look at it. Look at the top half. Okay,
It's like
anyways.
glistening.
I
It
guess.
is a topographical. It's a topographic map of Mars.
Yeah.
Why is it shiny?
Can you still use
I'm
it as
too
a claw?
scared to eat it. Like if
I see a face.
I can't put it on my finger. Look at this.
Does anyone else see a face?
Aaron, this is like a fucking Rorschach test. Like, what do you see?
This-
Yeah.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay, yeah, that is malformed.
Yeah,
If you
that's-
can't
that's
put it on your
wrong.
fingers,
Yeah.
that's disgusting.
Throw
I've
it
already
away.
been multiple.
Is it like
Anyways,
solid the entire way through?
no, it's just like half of it is like way too big, and the other half is perfectly normal. And I don't know what happened.
Didn't get all the air bubbles out. With
Yeah.
What-
How did that
what's-
get
what's
past
con-
quality control?
I'm gonna eat it anyway.
Let's continue. Guy and Aaron, I believe I already know your answers from Dale, but I'll check in with you once again. So let's just go with Guy. Wait, are you done, Ed? I'm sorry.
I had one more small thing. Like, I'm just not.
Okay.
I'm not a big horny character relation type guy. Also, like, there are young people at this table, which makes it feel weird.
So you don't want like a player character relationship, or like a relationship with you or an NPC. Are you alright with like other players getting into relationships?
Oh yeah, yes. Everyone
Okay.
else is allowed to get into a relationship.
Yeah, I just want to make sense, because if not, I'll need to have a stern talk to Colton.
No one is allowed. No one is allowed.
I am a Quaker and very strong religious beliefs.
Hold on, excuse me as I rewrite my 5-page backstory.
Nobody gets a girlfriend.
Well, that wasn't
So-
going to happen anyway.
But basically, in summary, you don't like your character to get in relationships, or I'm assuming like get flirted out or whatever, anything like that, right?
Yes, I don't want romantic relationship interaction.
Okay.
And I guess along that lines, like if it comes to like sexual content, keeping it vague.
Fade to black.
Fade to
Yeah.
black.
So you know,
we-
like if
we-
Colton
yeah, we
if
do
Colton
a
went
fade
off
to
to do something, it's not that you have to be totally silent about what Colton went off to do, but we don't want details. I don't want details.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
agreed.
basically, this is how like I do and have done it with the past, like with Aaron's character. Basically, I would do like flirting or whatever, and like I've described like, oh, he kisses you, but I don't go into detail. And if that kind of scene, like a sexual scene, comes up, I just go, okay, we're gonna, and like, oh, and Guy, what are you doing? That's what I do.
Yeah. That's how it goes.
But I don't bring that
And-
much detail to it because it's gross.
Don't worry, my character
It
is
is.
too scared to be horny right now. It's fine.
Okay, it'll take a little bit. It'll take like a week or so.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else, Guy?
Something. Okay, so there is something that bothers me, and it's not like a huge thing, but it makes me uncomfortable, and not so much in game, but more for general banter. Is I'm not much a fan of things alluding directly to like Satan and stuff like that. So like someone joking around about like Hail Satan and things like that. It's like uncomfortable.
What about like in character stuff like devils and
So
things.
in character stuff, you know, we're talking fantasy, you know, made up things. It's not like the devil as he's known in our world. So that's fine. It's just, you know, directly with that.
There are plenty of people who
Specifically.
believe that Dungeons and Dragons is just for indoctrinating kids into worshiping.
Yeah, and that's a propaganda that came up many years ago from some very conservative activist people who did not understand it all.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
The satanic panic.
Yep,
Mhm.
yep. I
I
think
lived
that
through
I think
that.
that's so. I don't buy into that. But directly, like, you know, like for instance, just to bring up an occasion not directly related to us. You know, I was listening to a Critical Role episode, and they had their little like advertisement thing beforehand, where they all just do like a, you know, scripted funny thing, and I love the characters that Taliesin Jaffe plays, but during that intro thing, he's like, his reason for whatever he was doing is like, end for Satan, hail Satan, and I'm like, ooh, uncomfortable. Not saying that I should dictate how he does his thing, but I prefer that not be general, like, banter amongst here.
I don't think that's really come up.
Yeah, it
like,
hasn't
at
really
all,
come up,
or
but it
not
is something that
much.
it's definitely something that you know, if it were in excess, it would definitely make me pretty uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'll keep.
Can I
that in my
piggyback on
thinking
that?
then.
Because
You can.
this is also something that's never come up, but like you guys are all new people. Like I don't know anything about you, so I'm just throwing things out there. Like really any religious talk. I mean, let's just not try to convert one another or like really talk like not like Aaron. Let's not be like Aaron Gray, who was like trying to like prep. You know, hey, have you?
Just
Are
watch
you
that
really,
character.
you know, like I don't know. I just don't like having to talk about religion all the time or at all if I can help it.
Okay.
In real life, you know, again, if you're a cleric, whatever, if that's fantasy, that's in
Yeah.
game. The gods are real. We know that because they'll throw a lightning bolt at you if you say they don't exist in game.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Whole plot point, baby.
But anyway, yeah, that's a thing for me. And also, another note, I think the big R word is definitely, you know, and that's what I've said, you know, before. Not the word itself, but our, you know, just rape, and that's something that I don't really want to be in
that
a
word.
game
Yeah.
that I play.
Yeah.
That's worse than murder, and really the most terrible thing
Yeah,
that could.
on
So-
my end, you do not need to fucking worry about that.
Mhm.
No, but it has to be said. You know, I just want to say it,
Yeah,
so
no.
it's said.
Yeah. I was gonna bring that up either way.
No one's got that in their backstory, right?
No.
I
Dude.
hope not. No, but yeah, you just hear horror
Yeah,
stories.
I've been keeping an eye on the backstories that I have been given. It's nothing extreme.
No, not so much backstory. But like,
Everyone's good.
I've heard, you know, experience other people's players of something terrible that happened at table that was like done by another player, and yeah, I just can't. I never want that even to.
Yeah,
crossing.
I will just straight up say right now, if anyone does that, you're gone without a word. Like anything like that, you're just gone.
Cool. Good.
Which should not be a problem if you're rad.
Yeah.
Another one of my sort of like triggers or things that I don't really like in my games is like really homophobia stuff or like gay hating.
Okay. I don't have much in in the world setting, just like on my basis. There's not really any of that. I mean, you may come across like this really self-centered prick that maybe mentions it, but it's not going to be.
I'm
the focus
sure,
of
of
it.
course.
And
but
I don't plan to
if
do
we
that
could-
much of it because
if we could at least like limit the slang, like the slur, the homophobia, I would appreciate it.
yeah, I didn't even know what that word meant until a couple weeks ago, so I don't plan on using that. The other F word. Okay.
Bundle of 6.
Yeah, I actually did research into it, and like homophobia and stuff just came from when the church came to Providence, because before that it was just normal. Like the Romans and Greeks and shit, it was just like every day.
Yeah.
And that's how it should be. Hot take, which isn't really hot anymore because it's 2021. Which
I mean,
is
it shouldn't be. I mean, the Romans were kind of stanky, but the point is, the point gets across.
Yeah,
yeah.
they had their
Greeks
own,
had it going on.
baths.
Shit went down in those bathhouses, okay?
All right, and then Savan.
Yes. I don't think there's anything any of you could do that would upset me at all. I mean, I'm a very mild person myself. I try to be polite and live up to everyone's stuff, but I mean, there's everything rolls off me. So yeah.
What if
Same as well.
What if I called you a stinky poo poo and pushed you in the mud and took your lunch money?
DM, kick him out of the game.
Yeah,
Right
that's too
now.
far, man. That's too far.
It's too far.
No,
I'm
no.
recording you.
You crossed it.
I mean, I'm recording.
Dave, you know nothing. My dad works at Microsoft. I'm gonna have you kicked off.
Well, my dad works at Micro Hard. They'll have me kicked back on.
Wow.
Hey, Zach.
A guy.
Should I go over the XNO thing real quick?
Yes, this would be a great time to do that.
Okay. So there's a kind of a safe tabletop guide thing that another DM of mine went over with us. I thought there was a lot of good things in it. One of the big things that we took out of it was the XNO system, and we actually have custom emojis. Yes, thank you. There's the X. There's the N. We got an O.
Hey, let me do it. Oh no.
No. The answer is
No.
Anyway, so what these mean is, like, say there's something going on, and one person, could be anyone, is thinking, this might bother another person. It might bother, I don't know if this might bother, say, Aaron. And I could just be like, that. And if it doesn't bother Aaron.
Seconds. I know, I'm really ruining your analogy.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
So-
why? Anyway,
You could just type O if you want to just type O. But it's basically O means we're all good. Everything's fine. If things start going a direction that you don't like not as a character, but as a player. There, exactly. The N is kind of like, all right, we should work our way away from this. And then if things reach a point where it's like, no, we have to stop, you put out X. N is like, we can role play out of this. We don't have to break the game, break gameplay. X is like, full stop. Something is really bothering. So with each of these, if someone had some sort of issue, if they put in an N, put in an X, you don't have to explain yourself. As long as we know what the general issue is that we got to get away from, you're not required to explain yourself. Is that pretty straightforward?
Yeah.
So
that's-
for it's just like when so like when we get to a touchy topic.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if something's, if something is bothering you, something is a touchy topic for you, maybe it hasn't pushed, really pushed into very uncomfortable territory, but if something's touchy and you kind of want to steer away from it, you just do that. If something is crossed a threshold, just that.
So like a genuine trigger.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
and then like it needs to stop immediately, and
Yeah. So X is we've crossed a threshold. We actually need to, this is a time where we'll actually break gameplay for a moment to make sure we steer away from this.
Yeah, they are named appropriately if you look through for the emojis. X is called full stop, N is called half stop, and then O is all right. It should be called okay. I'm gonna change that right now. And O is okay. That makes more sense. O is okay now.
Anyway, that's just a thing to make sure we all feel comfortable here. Yeah. Does that sound good to everyone?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yep.
Cool.
And I guess I should answer my own question as well, too. But after I get music on, because I need music to function.
We didn't get music.
Yes, you do. It's on rhythm.
Just kidding.
I don't really have any serious triggers or anything like that. But I don't like to talk really that much about my past, especially my mom. So that's really just IRL talk. Like if I bring it up, then it's all right. But if not, I don't really like to talk about it. Or my dad. Just a lot of things, really. Yeah, that's really it for me. I don't really have any serious things right now. If I remember anything, I'll say it, but I don't think it's anything big. I mean, I guess one thing I fucking hate is pedophilia, but that should not be an issue.
Yeah.
Not good call. Let's not do that. Is there like a rules page or something, or is everyone gonna remember these? Because I don't know, my memory's not that great.
I made a list.
All right.
I can
The
post
list.
it if you would like.
Yeah, just because I would hate to, without thinking, be thoughtless and do something that's I don't know, someone, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say.
Hopefully you can read my handwriting. People told me it's good, so I will put it in general and I will pin it as well. Oh yeah, pin it. That's what it tells you when you try to pin something. So yeah, that'll be there for any time. All right.
Cool.
Anything else? And again, if you don't want to say it in front of everyone, you can just send me a message. Okay.
I think we're good.
Hmm.
Yep.
We are good.
We're great.
Okay.
Also, lovely handwriting.
Mm-hmm.
Way better
Thank
than
you.
mine. Your handwriting is really
As soon
great.
as Dave said like romantic relationships earlier, I was like, "Fuck, there goes my character."
Yeah.
You're allowed to have a girlfriend. Just can't
Well,
be
he ain't gonna have
Wait,
any.
what about multiple boyfriends? Is that okay too?
as long as none of them are me. Go no.
Yeah, what about 8 gay dudes in a polyamorous relationship where they raise a single
Rembrandt.
daughter?
Oh, God.
Rembrandt. Yes.
I think
Sorry.
it's my time to leave the
Well, we
meeting.
know Rembrandt is sexual. Never mind.
That has some history with this group.
Y'all have
No,
a history
you-
with
you're-
Rembrandt.
And you're making it
What?
way too
Okay,
you're making way too much
we
big
had
deal
a
in
we
it.
had a Minecraft server where we all like had a house, and I named it Rembrandt. So,
Yeah.
so
Of course.
Oh
It's always-
my.
It's not like we all appeared on the season premiere of Ram Ranch or anything.
always
Yeah, I felt like that.
Minecraft.
yeah,
Look, it was a
Minecraft for the
cute
win.
house and I built it.
It was still. Are you implying that it's less cute now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's lost its value. It's depreciated in value.
Oh no. We had a little pond where we fished out the window, and
Yeah.
So, what else we gotta cover?
Okay, yeah, I got a whole list. All right. So next thing on my list is like gender roles and sexual orientations. In a world building sense, your like gender roles are pretty free, so you can be non-binary or be born a guy and become a girl. I don't really care about that. You do what you want, and the world doesn't really mind either. Sexual orientation is not that big of a deal, also, but I do, in a story sense, I do like to play with like just like in a character basis of like like coming out and stuff like that. Like there is a gay character that was like afraid of like coming out to his dad. I like to play with that, and I'm not going to make it a big thing, because Aaron doesn't really like that so much. But
it's
I do
okay.
like
I
to-
mean, it's. I always talk about more about just like active like gay bashing, or just like the words, I guess, or just kind of like a little.
okay.
I'm not gonna say any of them, but like just homophobic slurs in themselves.
Yeah,
to
trigger. We ain't trying to deal with the whole like, "Mom, I'm gay. I have no son."
No, but I'd be fine with that. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just role play. That's just
Yeah, that
drama.
is all
I
good.
don't care. That doesn't trigger me.
Okay.
All
Because
right.
I like to play with that type of.
It's more of like,
There's-
we can make out a character who was like beat up a bunch of guys, because he was gay or something like that. God, I mean, it's just anyway. I just don't want to. Yeah. Anyway.
It's not gonna go to the extreme. It's gonna be light. Like it's not gonna be a big.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be like, oh, it's not like these two thugs are gonna come like, oh, are any of you gay? And like one of you goes, yep, and they just pull out two like spaz 12s and just shoot you all. No, it's not how.
What? Back to your point. What were you just saying before we kind of cut off track here? Something about sexuality.
Yeah, I mean, that's really it. I was just saying that, like, you really don't have to worry about it that much in the world, because I took it in account when I was world building. Like it really don't have to worry about to the extent I said. And I don't really plan on it happening to you guys in character unless it's already a thing that you're okay with and like you may have like already put in your backstory or something. Looking at one person in particular. Because I'm gonna play with that. Yeah, boy.
Zach, no.
I like to kill everyone. I like to just destroy
Just,
all of your
you know, I
characters,
gave you a
mentally
lot
and
of
physically.
material. You might as well fucking use it.
Yep. Alright. So yeah, that's all I really want to say. And we already touched up on this next thing, but I'll bring it up again. I just want to talk about like romantic limits and stuff, like for roleplay. Like Dayad, you already said your piece in this.
Mhm.
Like player to player romances are probably the strangest and weirdest thing in like the romance region of D&D.
Definitely.
Player to player is a big no for me.
Yeah.
At least on my side. I don't know.
Same.
If I wanted to have a romance, I would have made that a character in my backstory.
Gotcha.
That's what I did.
Sounds like it could get kind of weird.
Respect to you.
So what I'm getting is that like really, it's like Seven. You already have a backstory character. Aaron, you said it was weird. So just no one really wants a player to player relationship.
Nah.
Nope.
Is that what I'm gathering? Okay.
Because like when feelings can bleed out of character, and then that can get weird and messy, and yeah.
Yeah. In player to NPC, I know that can be a bit weird too because it's like kind of me in a way.
Yeah, you gotta flirt your ass off with the DM. That's what this is.
I will bite you.
I feel when you're like three people booze in character.
Oh yeah, you guys don't know Kinsey's my girlfriend in real life. Ha. Okay, never mind.
Oh,
Let's keep on going.
oh shit! Congrats.
Yay. I know that can be a bit weird. I am fine with it. Like, for those who popped in during the Clergy One Shot last Saturday, like, there was a character that Aaron's character, like, was married to and stuff, and they met in the course of the campaign. So I'm fine with it.
I think you know my stance on it.
Yes, I do. Guy, I actually don't know.
Well, in terms of like character to NPC relations,
Yes.
probably not going to be a thing with my character. My character's, I mean, my character's 15. Little young.
Oh, okay. What's the age of your race again? I need to check that because I can never.
Goblin age the same as humans, but don't usually live quite as long, but can.
So, oh wow, okay. Okay. So yeah, I will not do it to you either.
Yeah.
Was not. I did. Okay, I'll keep that. Yeah, I didn't. That's a surprise.
I was messing around with like the different ages and like what I thought would be a good age to match backstory, and this is where I ended up. So, yeah.
12 and I'm an adult. You aren't even an adult yet.
Yeah. Aaron, I already know your stance on this.
What is? You
Unless
tell
it
me.
has changed.
You tell me.
We had no, nothing. 7.
Yes.
How are you?
Well, pretty much. It's pretty much a no for me. Mostly, I mean, my character will flirt, but he won't get in any relationships.
Okay, what if your backstory character?
That's
came up?
different. That's part of my backstory, and that's like a whole thing. So if that happens, then that's written into my idea for my character. So
Gotcha. Okay. That's everyone. I'm fine with it. I don't like to get very sexual into it. That's why we do a fade to black. Well, not just because of me, of course, but you know, it's fun to act like I'm like romantically inclined. It's I like acting. It's fun. All right. I already said this, but I'm gonna just say it again. Like sexual assault, no. Just fuck, no. God, holy fuck. I'm you know, you common sense shit. They shouldn't. I'm pretty sure we're all cool. So I'm just going over it because like my lawyers told me to.
Hmm.
Your rules lawyers?
Anyways, my okay. So
Good
this
dog.
is something. This is something that may actually be a thing. So we are getting now into racial prejudice and slavery. Players from Clergy know that I write stories about slavery. Like there was a whole thing. I write it in that it's bad, like very, very bad, but it exists. And it's in the world building of Azalus. If you read like in certain parts and things, you would have saw that.
And it's medieval times, y'all.
Yes, it is medieval times. So
Anyone who isn't a human can get out now.
yes, and about that also, there I do plan to be some racial prejudice and things like that. It's called the Human Lands for a reason.
Do you really?
But if like one of you is not comfortable with it, it's gone. So again, you don't need to say it like in front of everyone. You can send me a private message. And I'm not planning on going to the extreme. More just like maybe you can't use the store or something, you know, like that.
Like raised prices.
Yeah, like something like that. Not like people try to kill you. Though that would be kind of a cool story, but no. I'm a storyteller, and I gotta respect limits.
Yeah, so long as nobody has an issue with there being prejudices, it is literally written into my backstory.
So long as our fellow players don't act like slavery's cool, I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Prejudices are fine. Because like those are things that can be overcome over time through character development, yada yada.
Yep.
And it could be a cool plot point too, or just like a cool thing. Like, I feel like when you become like the heroes of a town or something, if there was like racial prejudice to you guys, before, it would feel even more rewarding to those that dealt with it. You know, it's like, yeah, I fucking did it. Yeah, I'm a fucking gnoblin. So what? You're gonna fucking get me? You know, that's what I like to get to.
Yeah. It's much harder to stomach when it's something that we as the players are not able to change or fix somehow. You know, like when I don't know. Like the only reason that we were able to help the slaves in the other campaign is because we were so goddamn rich that we could just be like, well, we're just gonna take all of these or we'll buy them if we have to.
That's a thing too. Is that the reason I have like some bad topics in my games is because in D&D you have the power to stop them
Right.
and help.
If I can't stop it within a 30-minute rerun of something on PBS, then it's not even worth it.
Fireball.
Fireball. If you can't solve it with fireballs, nothing is going to work.
Exactly. Fireball solves everything.
Here's something that I thought of that isn't in my notes but is important. This is a very serious topic. Suicide. I have written it in the last campaign as a very, very brief thing that had like a sentence. And it was like an origin story for a villain. And that's it. I don't plan on it being before I went into the session 0, I didn't plan on me writing any stuff like that like you guys came across that or you guys caused that or anything like that. 'Cause that's just like God. Like that's like one of my worst fears. But if I will easily just not have it in the campaign at all because it's not like it may not even be a thing because I don't have any plot points that are tied to that really. I'm just like it's so hard to talk about. Like what is would everyone be all right with that coming up?
Yeah.
And let me like rephrase, like it's not gonna be like a big thing. It's not gonna be like I'm not gonna have it like the favorite NPC suddenly does that because that like that's just too close and personal, you know.
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna be a big division.
If there was some case in which it, came up briefly, like it wouldn't be an issue for me. I think I'd set my limit about where you're setting yours.
I trust you to have tact about it.
Yeah. I how do I put this? It's better for me, I guess, if it's in the past tense and not if like someone just like slits their wrists in front of me or something. Like I might have issues with that.
Yeah,
like
that's not
really
gonna happen.
Okay. That's why I'm saying like but if it's in the past tense and if it happened and it's part of someone's story or background or something like that.
If you guys come across it, it's going to be like in the past tense, and you guys won't ever like come across it personally. Like it will be pretty much exactly like Kavan's backstory. So in the last campaign, one of the main villains was named Kavan, and she was like working with this cult. And one of the reasons she started working with the cult is because a while back I need to give more context. So there was this day that all the gods basically started dying and lost like 99% of their power. And in that day, a lot of faith was lost in the world. And on that day also, Kavan's wife committed suicide, and that's part of her origin story, and that's why she joined the cult, and that's eventually why she became one of the main villains. But it'll only be anything like that, and that really wasn't. That was just mentioned like a one-time thing. It would just be something like that, and it wouldn't be it would always be a big deal. It wouldn't just be like something glossed over either, because that's a big thing.
That's a loss of life.
Yeah. But I feel like it has more prominence than like you guys come across like a dead body that had like arrows sticking out of it, something like that. Then like that, and then like suicide, because that's a topic,
Mm-hmm.
I guess my character's name shouldn't be Logan Paul.
Mm.
Sorry,
That hurt.
I shouldn't joke about that.
The only thing that you would maybe, but you're not going to, the only thing similar to that is that if you're killing Logan Paul after the fact. That would be
It
the
seems like
only
he's been better as of
relation.
late, but
Yeah. But
Anyway.
I'm
I think his
being
brother has been worse.
sarcastic, like I always am. Okay, now we can. Actually, let me say: is there anything else that I did not gloss over for the limits and things? And I'll remind again: you can just send me a private message anytime.
No.
Okay. So now we can get to the less serious stuff.
Oh God, good.
Yeah, I know. It's something you
I
gotta
know.
do, though.
Yeah.
Something you gotta do.
You're right.
Are we rolling stats, or what are we doing? What's up next?
Right now, we're just talking. Right now, we're getting to the. Well, you'll see.
I'll see it.
So okay, quick round. Min-maxing. I personally hate it, but if you like it, I'm fine with it. Do what you want. I don't care.
I feel like there's points at which you kind of come to decision of like it's not a huge deal to my character personality wise which way I choose, this way or that way, but this is better stats, so
Yeah, that's honestly the problem with that I have with it. I would be absolutely fine with min-maxing, say if their character was obsessed with being like the perfect fighter or something like that. I'd be like, okay, that makes sense. But if you're like, oh, I'm a little wizard that can like just learned how to cast spells 2 weeks ago, and you're like fireball at 2nd level somehow, I don't like it. If you really want to do that, you're fine. I'm pretty sure no one has done that, so whatever.
I don't think in our group.
Yeah. Rule debates. So, I am not perfect, and I actually suck at keeping the rules consistent.
Rules are a suggestion.
Yes. For rules in like debates in game, bring it up to me. Bring up that like, oh, this is this. But if I overrule it, just drop it. But don't. When I say we'll drop it, I don't mean that. I don't mean to say shut up and sit down and be quiet. I mean like I want to get back in the game. We can discuss it in a break or after game. Like when I say just like, oh, I overrule it for right now, I just mean just that. Like we're in like a story beat right now, or perhaps there's something behind the curtain, behind the veil that you guys don't know about that would break that rule or something like that. Basically what I'm saying is that we're not going to get in a 20-minute argument about a rule, because that's happened before with players we've had before, and I absolutely hated every second of it.
I feel you there. That's one of the things that bugs me about my current group so much.
Can you jot this down for me, Zach? Because I feel like there may be a time or two where I could get like that, but like I know obviously it's no fun for anyone. Just say this won't matter in the grand scheme.
Okay. I mean, I can literally share this document I have with me about the sessions here after it, if that's what everyone would want.
It
That'd
wouldn't
be cool.
be a good. It would be a good idea to have something to look back on, just to make sure we're always
Yeah.
up to date. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you could do a summary if you want to like kind of simplify it, but yeah, what either.
I mean, I'll post a picture of my notes as well after this. And I can pin it too. I'll probably put it all on the feedback channel because that's probably a good place to have it.
Yeah.
Fair place.
But yeah, I will do that.
Yeah, that just like a simple, concise phrase like that will assure me that I'm not being cheated out of doing what I'm trying to do, and just bring me back down to earth if need be.
I'm never trying to make it less fun for you. I will admit sometimes I do get salty. My plans don't work out.
Every DM does.
So like there have been times where I gave like more HP to an enemy or something. But yeah, that's it. Just we're not going to get in a big debate about it over it, you know. All right, another thing. Equal spotlight sharing. Basically, what I mean by this is like give respect. There are going to be parts in this campaign, especially at the beginning, where it's just going to be like one character or just two characters. Sometimes it will just be focused on one person. It won't be like an entire session. I'm going to try to keep it short, but you know, it's D&D. It may take a little bit. I'm just asking to give respect. And I'm also asking not to be like an attention hog, you know, like always jumping in, taking charge like every second. It's fine to be the leader, but you know, don't interrupt. Don't be the person that tries to cast Mage Hand to guide the arrow that your other party member fired, even though it was already about to hit. Like, if that makes sense. Use common sense. From the one shot, it wasn't really a problem. But you know, I'm just saying this here. You know, just so my legal team, yes, it came from lawyers to a whole team now. Doesn't hate me. All right, notes. I very, very much recommend to take them. They will come in handy. They will come handy in both a world building sense and understanding the world, and also in a cracking the code type of deal. I like mysteries, and I also have the tendency to have something that seems really small at the start become important very far down the line. Or just, you know, foreshadowing, you know, stuff like that.
That's good. I bought a whole bunch of notebooks for this.
Cool.
Nice. I have my text document ready in Notepad on my computer.
Dirty Notepad. I hate it. I do not understand it at all.
You did not say you use Notepad.
Every time
every
time I open up Notepad, I have a gag reflex. You have braved the depths of the storm, my friend.
I mean, should I upgrade to Notepad for you?
Anyways, on about mysteries.
One note to anyone?
Oh my god.
Oh, okay, now that's heresy.
On about mysteries. Okay. So, since this is going to be a stream, I forgot to even talk about this. I'll talk about streaming a bit. So, since this is going to be a stream, okay. Have any of you ever watched Gravity Falls?
Yes.
For
No.
a small amount.
Okay, so in Gravity Falls, there's this big mystery element, and there are like hidden ciphers and things that are in the episode but never solved by the party. I have always been a fan of cryptology and ciphers and things, and also conlanging. And conlanging is when you make your own language. Languages here are very simple because I don't have that much time. I don't. The ones that I'm expecting you guys to solve are really easy. I'll be blunt. It's gonna be simple stuff. But there may be some that are unsolvable to like a average playthrough, if that makes sense. And those are merely just more for the fun of whoever may be watching the stream, if that makes sense. Like, if you guys did it, I would be really fucking impressed, and I will give you inspiration 100%.
If I take
But,
Lincolns, can I get a hint?
No.
Shit. Still gonna take it.
Like, I made this entire mural thing, and I went into three different kinds of ciphers. I'm getting really. I got really into it yesterday.
I did have a question on that topic of stream.
Yeah, let's get right into it.
So, stream will be running. There may be people in chat. Who knows what they may think or be saying or whatnot. Do we want to? I mean, would you suggest that we don't watch the Twitch chat?
I think I'll leave that up to everyone.
Okay.
But I will recommend not, because I mean, when I came to Guy like about a month ago about making this future campaign a stream, my main concern is like losing the fun of the game and feeling like you're limited by it being a stream. So really, I just want you guys to think of it that we're just playing D&D, and there happens to be a recorder. Like, that's really it.
As long as you don't have to be like, thanks for the sub every 10 or so minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there won't be any notifications playing. Since I'm running the stream from here, only thing that might happen is if there's a problem in chat, I might just, while other people are role playing or whatnot, or their turn, I might just resolve problem if there's a problem.
I know I will be watching it. I won't watch it like the entire time because as a DM, I'm busy.
Yeah.
But really, probably the only time I would like bring up the stream in game is like if we're donated like $200 or something, something like that. Like, holy shit, or like if we have like a raid or something, I don't know. Is this stuff going to happen? No.
Yeah.
But, just to get all my bases covered. So yeah, basically, you guys don't need to worry about the stream. You can basically forget about it. You don't need to show your face or anything. You don't need to really limit yourself. So just play as you normally would.
This session of Hidden Dale was brought to you by NordVPN. NordVPN.
Oh my god! Imagine like I slipped that to like one of the players, like one of you guys,
and
just like in the middle of RP, someone just goes like, "You know what I like? NordVPN."
Yeah. So this right here, this is that's the remote window for my other computer.
Guys streaming.
Yeah, we're streaming right now. No.
Hey, can I plug my channel? Twitch.tv/Digivore.
Actually, it is a good question. Would we want to have
probably at the beginning or the end we can plug ourselves?
Yeah,
I want to have
I feel like
like a player and character introductions like written in like the Twitch description or something?
I think that's a good idea. I think having the just down below, having things written for the players and the characters, not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Not getting into all kinds of Twitch add-ons for, like character sheet tracking and this and that and stats and whatnot.
Yeah,
No,
I can write a short summary of each of your guys' characters and just put it there with the character name and then your name, like your username, with it as well.
But yeah, here you can see kind of it's pretty simple right now. Might make things fancier later. That's up to Zach. What he wants to do with it.
I'm really busy, so I don't have that much time to do.
Yeah. I think it's fine as is for now.
What I can do. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I can write a short summary of everyone while keeping it mysterious as well, so people learn with the campaign, same as you guys. And yeah. All right, let us continue down the line. My DMing style. Realistic characters and story. You guys came across it. In the one shot, I was more comedic, I guess I could say. Like, I was just more making jokes out of character, and I do that a lot. And I try not to, but sometimes I can't help myself. I just make jokes out of character.
Yeah, I was a bit too.
I don't know. I can't really say much about my DMing style because I don't really think of that. That's more like a question of how it is on the players for like Guy or Aaron or Kinsey.
Huh? What? Sorry.
Do Zach
We're
do
talking
the
about
DM
you.
good?
What am I guilty of?
Yeah, what am I
Do
guilty
Zach
of?
do the DM good?
Yes.
All right, that's good enough for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coolio. Okay. I will also say, this is something that is going. Now we're kind of getting to controversial topics. You guys, your players, are kind of going to be technical wise at the mercy of the world. What I mean by that is that not certain. Okay, let me think of how I want to word this.
The world is troubled.
Like the world is detailed, and there are explanations. There are explanations for things that are usually not found in the Forgotten Realms. Normal D&D, and there may be explanation things for things that you might assume. For this reason, basically, you can assume. I can't tell you literally everything. You got to learn as you go. But basically, you're just kind of at the mercy of the world, this is just normal stuff. I'm just kind of bringing like a level of. I'm just like bringing it up, Just so like like you assume like, oh, wizards get all these spells, and they'd be like, no. Like an example of this is I do the creation of like arcane wards and stuff differently. Like there is a separate spell called Inscribe Rune, which is how you make the runes and wards and stuff. So all these spells of like the wards, basically any spell that has ward in the title or rune in the title is gone, and instead you use that single spell. But with that spell, you have to use what I call signometric designs, where basically it acts like another spell book. So when you have the design or like the blueprint of like a light, you can use that with the spell to make a light rune. But the blueprint doesn't disappear. like a spell scroll. That's just an example. I don't think we really have to worry about it. Colton, you may, but
Yeah.
I will explain that in game, depending on what happens.
Or
To
wizards are the
describe
only ones that can make
400
runes?
rooms of fireball.
Yes.
Or
All right.
wizards? Wait. Was that a yes to me or a yes to Colton?
What do you mean?
Are wizards the only one that can learn this inscribe rune spell?
If you have access to ward spells, then you have access to inscribe rune.
Okay.
Death Ward.
Death ward is not one of them. Shit. Oh god, it's so complicated. Basically, don't worry about it. I'll be checking your character sheets and the shit, and if there's a problem, I'll bring it up. Just play the game normally,
Right.
and if there's a problem, I'll bring it up.
Play
There's-
D&D normally.
Yeah.
That's a bit much to ask.
All right, now we're getting into something. All right, now we're getting to rules. I like my homebrew rules, and I have been testing a couple out. So we have this Icewind Dale campaign that runs bi-weekly on Tuesdays. And I've been trying out a couple rules. I'll tell you when they come up. The first one. So I have 3 rules that I'm going to let you guys vote on if you want them or not. And then I have 5 rules that are in no matter if you like them or not, because I can promise you none of you are going to like them. Well, 3 of them. Or, no, really only... No, actually, 2 of the 5 of the ones
Jesus.
you guys are going to hate.
I completely understand.
If it, as long as it doesn't like severely fuck over my spell casting.
Rule number 1: fuck
Wow.
over all spellcasting.
All spells are fucked.
Rule number 1: spellcasting does not exist.
Yeah.
Shit.
Should have told you guys that beforehand.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna post these in the drone chat as well because I wrote out the rules for them. First one: variant critical damage. Basically, this is just a ruling for critical damage. This is what we did for Icewind Dale. I will post it in drone chat. Basically, what it is that when you roll critical damage, you use the max of the first die, and then you roll for like the second die, the double die, basically. And then, say if you rolled to hit with a dagger and you hit with a critical, you would automatically get a 4 for the 1d4, and then you would roll and add that. So if you rolled a 2, you'd get 6 plus your dexterity modifier.
Are you saying criticals actually hit hard?
Yes.
I like that.
And I'm not going to pin that because I'm going to have a specific doc made for this. I'm going to put it in probably the feedback or character creation.
Dude, that's minimum like 33 damage on inflict wounds at level 1. Oof.
Damn.
Yes.
Just think of what it does to my sneak attack.
So I already know what the answer is going to be for this, but for the illusion of democracy, yay or nay from everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I was right. All right. Second one.
Now
This one.
I'll say goes for whoever may be fighting against us as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the important thing.
Yes, it does.
Guys, I'm a wizard. I don't have that much HP.
Stay behind me.
Hey, you can stay in the back.
Speaking about HP, this one is going to be. This one is going to bring up some things. So, I also made my own ruling for variant death saving throws. Before I post it, I'm going to talk about it. Actually, as I mentioned, I'm not even sure if this one is good or not. I have been testing it with Icewind Dale, but we haven't had much chance to test with it. And I'll just ask, Guy, Aaron, and Kinsey, how do you think that rule is working well?
I'm kind of about it. I feel like
Yeah,
it gets
I
a
know my
little.
character almost died to it. Sorry.
I feel like it gets a little bit more favor towards the beefier characters when it comes to death. That's kind of my feeling on it. I'll tell you, my favorite way to deal with death saving throws is secret death saving throws.
I mean,
Not
if we
public.
do death saving throw, that's what we're gonna do. That's just fun.
Anyway, that's my opinion.
So to explain to everyone who's in the dark right now, who thinks we're just like talking about secret codes to overthrow the government,
We are.
basically what this is that instead of variant, god damn it, let me start. What the variant death saving throws are is that except for the normal death saving throw rules for like the 3 failure, the 3 success, basically it's a negative HP system where everyone has a negative HP threshold. If you go below this threshold in damage, like a negative damage, then you die. And on each round, you take 1 hit point of damage. So if you're brought down to -2, and your threshold is like 4, then you have like 2 rounds until you die. But it's in the same way that you could just get instant killed. If you like are hit really heavily at low HP. It's a complicated thing.
What was the way you computed the negative threshold? I forget.
This right here. All right.
Yeah.
Your negative HP threshold is equal to 8 plus your character level plus half your constitution modifier, rounded down. That includes negatives. If you really roll that horribly.
Yeah, you'd have to have like a 7 con for it to really have any effect. Wait, is it rounded down? Right. Is it rounded down or rounded towards 0?
Rounded towards 0.
Okay. Yeah, you'd have to have like a 7 con for it to actually start hitting against you. I guess I just feel like, when it comes to dying, that's a chance. It's my opinion. When it comes to, character dying or not, it's a chance for the beefier and less beefy characters to not be so distant, to be on more equal grounds. But this would keep it more so that way, that where the beefier characters would be able to withstand more death, so to say.
I mean,
Yeah.
especially at low levels, this is high lethality.
Yeah.
That's a problem with it as well.
So anyway, that's my opinion.
I
I'm not
mean-
sure what other people think.
If I roll low anyways and have like shit constitution, I'm gonna get one shot by like a high roll greatsword anyways.
I think that you are a silly butt face if you don't try and nod high.
Nah, you're not playing D&D unless you have a 5 con score. You don't know anything.
All right.
I'm level 18. I have 4
Um,
hit points.
I like half unironically believe that.
I will.
I-
I will also say, just as a modicum of like how this works. If you are healed as if you are at 0. So if you're like at -7 and you're healed 2, then you're at 2 HP. If that makes sense.
I don't know. I think it's just easier to stick with the standard for ease of access. And also, I don't want to remember things. Don't make me remember things.
I was keeping it as a note on my character sheet.
I mean, I would be the one to remember. I'm used to reminding.
I think hidden death saves would be a cool way to go about it. It adds tension.
Okay. So, how about this? If you read the thing, there's an additional disabled rule. If you are brought down to exactly 0, we can do the normal death saving throws and still do that rule, if that were to ever happen. Because I think that one's kind of fun and interesting.
It sounds fine to me. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're doing the
I take
disabled
that.
rule and the hidden death saving throws. Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
I appreciate you trying the variant thing in Icewind Dale. Yeah, it's interesting. I guess I wasn't really a huge fan of it.
Nix was not a huge fan of it.
Well, that's fine. That's what it was for. It was for testing. Cousin disabled.
I was like, well, what is my next character gonna be? Yeah, Cleric.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, if Nyx had hit Cletus one more time and taken one more HP off, Cletus would have died during one of those fights.
Oh my god!
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Which one? What?
Against that wizard dude, or that dude that we were fighting that kept coming back, rather.
Oh,
Yeah.
because before we went on my mission, you give context. You threw up all over my character, so yes, I hate you.
Yeah.
All right,
And
so-
anyway, moving on.
Moving on. Let's continue.
Anyway,
This one I already know the answer, but I'm gonna do it anyways for the illusion of democracy. So, if you know Matthew Mercer, he has custom potion rules that we like to use. Basically, what the potion rules are is that instead of like using an action to do everything with potions, instead what we do is that drinking a potion yourself costs a bonus action. Giving a potion, like handing it off, not administrating, but just handing it off, is a bonus action as well. And administrating or feeding a potion to another creature is an action.
Sounds fine.
And I'll post this in there too. I'm not gonna pin any of these. I'm just so you guys can read it. That one's fine.
I feel like the first one should be pinned just since like coming down in order. Like we'll be able to see everything else.
It'll be
Yeah,
on
like I
document.
said, I have a document.
Oh,
That
great.
one was
Okay.
also-
Rules channel.
Gotcha.
It's probably gonna go in the character creation. All right, so now we're getting into stuff that is happening, whether if you like it or not. And I'm quite scared to get into these. First off,
I'm excited.
The first two are normal. There's inspiration and there's feats.
Boo. Boo. No,
Ins-
I'm kidding.
Yeah, inspiration and feats is something that everyone uses anyways, but it's a variant rule nonetheless, so I thought I may as well mention it. That's happening because it's just fun.
but don't worry, Zach gives out inspiration very seldomly, so you won't really have to worry about
It's because they forget, not because they don't care.
I know.
Nobody actually
I
cares
think
about
you've
inspiration.
attempted to take inspiration from me more times than given it.
No, I only removed an inspiration the one time. The one time. Okay. So this next role is going to be in it whether you like it or not. We had this in the one shot. It is the custom initiative rules. Basically, if you roll a nat 20 on your initiative, then you have advantage on everything you do during the first round of combat. And likewise, if you roll nat 1, you have disadvantage on everything you do for the first round of combat. And this goes for the enemies as well.
Mhm.
This is going to be in. It's a lot of fun.
It is.
Yep.
Now,
Makes it so initiative actually matters.
Yeah,
these
not 20
last
on
two,
initiative was always the most disappointing thing.
that brings it to fun. Also, nat 1 is scary.
Mhm.
All right, so these last two rules. The first one is gonna come with groans, and the second one is gonna give me death threats.
Are these like, are we talking like 7-day long rests?
Ugh.
The first one is variant encumbrance,
That's fine. It's manageable.
but I do
Alright.
variant encumbrance different, just a little bit different. Basically, all that's different about it is that I don't count anything that you are wearing to go against your encumbrance. Just because I feel like you have this like knight that is wearing like plate armor, and that's like all they can carry, so it's just not fun. I have the rules here.
And I believe we clarified that if you're wearing a backpack, we're not counting the backpack itself, but the stuff in it would count against your encumbrance.
Yes.
As long as I don't roll a 5 in my stats and it doesn't go into strength, we should be okay.
Like anything you would count for as wearing, like a shield is like the border realm. I'll count shield if you're using it. It's so complicated. I'm gonna actually think about shield because shield is weird.
Mm.
So, AKA, we gotta go find them bags of holding immediately.
Maybe.
Mm.
All right, so now time for the death threats. This next rule is short and sweet. It's literally one sentence.
Type it out. Don't say it.
Mhm.
Don't be a dick.
I'm gonna say it.
I don't care that you broke your elbow.
This rule is called variant rest.
Is it 7 days? 7-day long rest?
Short rests take 1 night or 8 hours, and long rests are going to take 2 nights or 26 hours roughly.
Oh, jeez.
Oh boy.
Mhm.
So where do
This
we
is new
write
to
the
me.
death threats to?
Yeah.
At 1, 2, 3 help.
I mean, as long as we aren't, like, trying to fucking rest in the middle of danger, we should be fine.
I cast Summon Tornado.
Alright, so
Okay.
how about
How long is it? 2 days? Or wait, like
26 hours?
There.
okay, 26.
It's 2 nights basically.
Wait, that's like... That's not even, like... That's not 16 hours. It's like a whole day plus 2 hours.
Well, yeah, you gotta account for the day in the middle of the 2 nights.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's let me I guess clarify this here. So after an 8-hour rest, we can do things like use hit dice.
Yes. Basically, when you
Um,
guys sleep, like sleep for a night, like 8
Mhm.
hours, you gain the benefits of a short rest.
Okay.
And when you have, when you sleep and then you have like a day of leisure, and leisure can be like you go around town, you talk to people, you don't get into fights or like, big ordeals. And then you have another night to sleep, and then that's a long rest. You
Okay.
gain the benefits of a long rest.
So relatively non-strenuous activity, I guess.
And that's going to be pretty lenient. Basically,
Yeah.
what I'm saying is that you can't get into battles, or you can't like travel 8 miles or something, something like
But
that.
you're saying that there's some things, like actually probably if you think about it, a lot of things we can do during a long rest, like
Yes.
roll or like read. Maybe I don't know. I'm trying. I was trying to
Like
think.
go
Yeah.
shopping,
Yeah,
read,
exactly.
learn about history, whatever.
Dungeon crawls are not advisable.
That's not
Basically, now I'm gonna actually give you my insight on this as a DM and as a technical perspective. Since this is a very character and roleplay based campaign, and I want to bring a lot of importance to the characters, both NPCs and new guys, this is going to basically force that upon the world. So there's like during these long rests, you guys can go around town. Like most of the entire first act is in Conquest. So I've put a lot of detail into the town. There's like over 45 NPCs to meet.
Guys, let's leave Conquest immediately.
That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. I know it.
Actually, let's burn it down first, and then.
Yeah, or it could be like another game I'm in where there's like a shit ton of countries we could go to, and we've been in the same country for 80 sessions.
Perhaps. But yeah, that is that.
Could be worse. I mean, I am a caster, so it does fuck me over just a little bit, but
Ditto.
Yeah, but I guess like you've got your close
Cantrips.
your close combat characters are gonna be like, I don't have any more HP.
Yeah, I need you guys to babysit me. All I've got is like firebolts when I'm out of spell slots. Oh, and we only have 2 spell slots at first level.
And I will also say that this isn't just to fuck you guys over. It's also for it's for the technical roleplay thing. But I won't say how. But it also ties into the plot.
The gods bestowed a magical curfew upon the land.
Curfew.
Yeah, we got magic yet back. We're just not sure how to use it properly yet.
You all will learn. So
it does kind of it does kind of slightly address the thing of I was near death and I got 8 hours of sleep and I'm back at full health.
I'm
Yeah.
good.
I'm good.
That one always bugged me. I was at 2 hit points after that fight, and I've used all my hit dice. Oh, I'm fine. Let's go.
Clearly the
Yeah.
damage wasn't that severe if you managed to survive a disintegrate.
Oh, I guess that brings up another question. One we actually talked about the other day. Permanent injury to characters? Question mark?
Oh dear.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Yay
today.
or nay, or
Yeah. You know what? Everyone, give me your opinion on that.
personally, I'm okay with it. Others?
I mean,
Either way.
depends on how severely it fucks over my ability to cast. Because if I lose an arm and I can't cast, I'm just going to retire the character.
It's
Yeah.
really more of a appearance thing, and
Cosmetic.
like if it's really bad, then maybe some traits, but not to the core aspect of your character.
Like maybe if you dunked your foot in lava and burned it off, you might be slowed for a bit, maybe.
Well,
Yeah, like-
what happened? Sorry, what happened to my character when he was blinded? Back in X Poetry.
I don't remember.
Didn't I get a negative to my perception or something?
I honestly don't remember.
Dude, blinded
I
is
don't
one of
know,
the
but like that would
worst
suck.
options for a caster because a lot of spells are like a person you can see.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Hmm. Well, I think there should have to be a pretty good reason why an injury doesn't heal, right? Because shouldn't it? Like if magic, like does if it's a cursed wound or something like that, like you're Frodo or something, and you've just been stabbed by a dagger that whatever it was cursed with, that you need special healing to get
I
healed.
think you mean
I
to, like,
guess
straight up amp you fucking patient.
I
Yeah.
guess one thing that comes to mind for me was someone else's campaign that I was listening to. Um, the DM kind of very early in the campaign, level 1, happens to one of the characters, and they end up going permanently blind in one eye. It's like it didn't hinder their ability to do things, but they're permanently blind in one eye.
Mhm.
It's like, okay, that's something that your player would have to be okay with.
Yeah,
So,
could we
okay.
like do it on a case by case basis?
I'm not even
Like-
sure if Zach had any plans to do anything like that, but it's a topic that
I am now.
Jeez, stop giving him ideas.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So okay, on the modicum of understanding that unless it is a very very serious injury that would have like importance, to the character, it would just be a cosmetic thing, just to the appearance. And if it were to be a negative modifier to an ability of some sort, it wouldn't be like character breaking. It would just be something small and simple. I'm just gonna go down the list and see yay or nay. So Kinsey, yay or nay on
I'm
permanent
fine with
injury?
it, yeah.
Fracturous.
As long as it doesn't break my character, sure.
Okay. Dayad.
What Fracture said.
Guy.
What Dade said.
I have a lot of arrows going in my notes. Aaron.
I would say what Guy said, but I would make an addendum to that, and that would be that I think it should be kind of like on a case by case basis when it comes up. Have a private DM with the player and make sure just come to agreement, I guess.
Okay. And then 7.
I mean, I don't mind the idea of it. Sounds pretty neat. I would think that maybe if anything happens that is slightly debilitating, maybe we can make a way to fix it. Like if someone loses a foot, we can
Yeah.
find some kind of, magic foot that they can use.
Okay.
Plank
So
leg.
this-
Honestly, if my character ended up like through some tragic thing losing a foot, I would totally play it.
Yeah, like-
Even Artificer though, like, couldn't they like make you some kind of magic foot? Isn't that what artificers do? I don't know what artificers do.
Prosthetic leg.
We'll see.
My thing is like as long as my character doesn't lose the ability to cast, Colton's fine.
I had a character in another game that dealt with severe loss and depression. It was actually really interesting to play.
I played
Anyway,
a character like that
so
as well,
that's
and he
how
was
I
my
feel about
favorite
it.
Ever character.
What was that?
I played a character like that as well, and he was my favorite ever character ever that I ever played in the world.
Oh fuck, now that I think about it, this world's probably quickest way to deal with casters is get rid of their hands.
I played an entire campaign as a fighter with one arm once.
Wow.
Oh, cool.
Damn.
Yeah, I assume like one-handed weapon, no shield.
He had the shield strapped to his chest.
Actually, later in the campaign, I got an animated shield, so that was fun.
Oh, that's
Nice.
that is friggin' awesome. Yeah, when you can like overcome a disability by like, you know.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like,
Magic.
if you have a disability, just some magic way to overcome it makes it more interesting. Like, not just, oh, that's done. I can't fix that ever.
Yeah. And then it's like, and then you fought a beholder and everything was forgotten.
Yeah. Clang.
Just-
Aw.
Just
That happened a
was
few
it
times, actually.
name your fighter after the drummer for Def Leppard?
That's a reference that went way over my head. It's airplane levels.
Popular band, drummer, tragic accident, lost his arm. They're trying to find a new drummer. In the meanwhile, old drummer learned to drum with one arm, rejoined the band.
Cool. That's actually really cool. All right, with 8 minutes to spare until 10, I want you all to go into roll 20.
I feel like we only covered like a
Alright,
few of the
there.
rules.
Well, I want you all to go there again. Make sure you're there. Thank you, Jan.
You're welcome.
All right. I'm going to make this a fun game. So, I have a question for Fracturous, Dead, and Seven.
C?
Answer was A.
I am thinking of a number between 1 and 10.
3.
You say
6.
Okay. 3, 6. Okay. 7.
I feel like the answer for 7 is obvious.
Is 7 there?
He's in deep meditative thought. But no, Roland, are you here? His mic may have came out, went out or something.
They're typing.
Typing.
No.
Oh, computer froze.
Lovely.
Okay.
Guess we're not rolling for stats tonight. See y'all guys in 2 weeks.
Okay. Well, I guess 7 will go last then. Who picked 6?
I did.
I was thinking of 7.
Ooh.
So you are the closest, therefore you go first. In the general chat, I put the I stole from Guy the roll thing. I want you to copy that and then paste it into the Roll 20 chat. So actually, wait a second. I'm gonna write this down. So your first stat is 11. So Colton. Okay, do it again, my man.
Ooh.
Nice.
Good shit.
Okay, again.
Nice.
Once more.
Nice.
Okay, once more. Once
Damn.
more. 2.
Damn.
Damn, Daniel.
Nice.
Okay.
Tom.
So your stats are 11, 17, 14, 15, 14, and 12.
That's
So what was
good.
that about? Rolling a
God.
5?
All right.
Well, he said it was either really bad or really good.
Yeah.
My computer froze up there, and I missed a whole bunch of what just happened. So
Basically, I asked the three you, Fracturous, and Dave to pick a number between 1 and 10,
Yeah.
and the person that guessed the closest would be going first, since you didn't pick anything. Therefore, Null, you're going last.
that sounds good.
Can I
So,
grab a drink
Dave?
real quick and go to the bathroom? Because we've been at this for like 2-ish hours. Almost.
Yes, you can.
All right, thank you. Sorry.
So 17 is going in strength, clearly. And no.
I'm gonna get on the roll 20 to see what you do. That's fun.
I guess 7 could go in the meanwhile.
Are we doing them in order, or can you put them wherever you need them?
No, oh God, no, we're not putting them in order. Jesus fuck. God, no.
We're not playing by Gary Gygax rules, okay?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, my character's gonna become completely different.
Honestly,
that one time,
it
that
wouldn't-
fucking sucked.
it wouldn't have been that bad because it falls in line with kind of what I need.
As opposed to my rolls, which was like, I only have a single 14. I have to use that wisely.
Yeah, you lucked out pretty good there.
Yeah.
My rolls
Yeah,
have
I
always either been godly or like, wow, that's like 5 8s and a 10.
I do let you re-roll them if they are dog shit.
Oh, well, that's good.
Well, not the entire
Not very
set.
often.
DM, these rolls are dog shit. I need to re-roll. No,
Yeah.
I let you re-roll 1 or 2 of them based on the severity.
It's pretty rare, too.
I need to re-roll my 11.
Unless a player wants real, which happens sometimes, then it's just not fun.
I when I rolled the physically before you said we were going to do it on roll 20, I had an 8 intelligence, 2 10s, and then a 15, 16, 17.
The highs and the lows.
Yeah, he was a dumb guy, but
Well,
kind of
yeah,
fit with the story. So
I feel like if we're gonna do that, if you had to do them in the order that you rolled them, like you would make the character after you rolled the dice, right?
Yeah.
Because that would change so much of what you had planned.
yeah, that's what old Red system was, man. Roll 3d6, put them in order, and you made up your character.
I bet.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, David
first-
Navarre, the
yeah.
man, the myth, the legend, the prodigy, the man of the prophecy.
So
Dude.
I want you to copy that in general chat, like the thingy, and then paste it.
Got it. All right. Here we go.
15. Okay. Once more. 12. Okay. 12 again. Going for the double 12. 11. Okay.
Mm,
Okay. 13. 11. So mid range.
oh,
Very
God.
That's actually pretty good. That's not bad at all.
No.
I mean, you
It-
didn't get
it
any.
is-
You did not get any 10s or like 8s or anything like that. So
Yeah.
that's one way to look at it.
What standard array is what I think standard array is lower than that by a little bit.
Yeah. It's like I think it's like starting at 16 and just going down till 8.
It starts at 15.
It starts at 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I know
it's
the last one
15,
is
14, 13, 12, 10, 8, I think is standard array.
Sounds about right.
It's only just like plus ones, though. And a potential +3.
I don't know. Do you guys think I should let him re-roll one of those?
It's a
I'll
pretty
let
good
you-
roll.
It's
that up.
it's fine.
Okay. All right,
It's way better than
7.
mine.
It is you. I believe in you.
Hold on, wait. Let me. Oh, never mind.
Oh, okay.
There we
Oh,
go.
Hey,
15.
covered.
14. Okay. Okay. Oh, holy shit. Okay.
there you go.
Oh, God. Okay.
Ouch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah, I blame Colton. I think he got all the good rolls,
Yeah.
and then that's what happened.
You took the mid range. I'll take the low road, I
Look,
guess.
y'all,
It is up to you, 7, but I will let you re-roll 2 of those.
Yeah, thanks. I'll take it.
Yeah, but it has to be the 15 and the 14 that
Yeah.
you
I don't mind the 8. I was going to be dumb anyway, but that's
So
better.
which one
There
are
you
you
go.
replacing with that? Which one are you replacing with
The
that?
6.
Okay.
And I'll
6
replace the
is a
7 with a 9, I guess.
It's better.
It's better, yeah.
Mm.
So your array is that 9, 15, 14, 13, 8, and 12.
Oof, I can work with it.
And I forgot to put Deids. Deids is that. That's Deids. All right.
All right. Question for you. Earlier you mentioned something about, if your background was good enough, you get a bonus feat.
Yes. Yeah, you got all the requirements.
oh, I
for that,
totally
so-
forgot about that. I have an 18 stat. Oh shit.
Yes. So yeah, you guys can, since you met all the requirements, you guys get an extra feat as you start.
Excellent. Thank you. That would help a little bit.
If you, I will allow lucky, but if you pick lucky, I will eat your shins. Just
Yeah,
I'll
I'm taking heavy armor master.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Cletus.
It was based on what I rolled for strength. If it was high enough, I was going to take shield master, but it's not. So take heavy armor master and add the extra point.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking. Sorry, I'm looking at Colton's sheet right now. Colton, you are sitting in high cotton.
No kidding.
Hold on. Watch this shit. One moment. Uno momento, por favor.
So the type of race that he is, since there aren't many cool traits, it has a +2 to 2 different ability scores. It has a +2 to intelligence and a +2 to dexterity.
Holy crap.
So he's sitting pretty.
Friggin' monster.
Should I max my intelligence at 20 or should I continue with the thematic high charisma?
I would take the keen mind feat, but that's just me.
Yeah, I could, but I need the history expertise.
Do you?
Yeah.
Because the only history that you getting your backstory, the only history that you know is specifically relating to Barado.
Yeah, that's true. But I also get persuasion proficiency from skill expert.
You do what you want, my man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at sevens now.
What is this prehensile tail feat? What is this?
Oh, that's a feat that I saved a long time ago when I was playing a kobold. You can get that if you really want. I like it, so. It's basically
advantage on grapple. That's great.
Rowan. Okay.
I think I'll probably take alert.
Ooh, alert. Okay. I see.
You know, I might not even be the weakest party member.
It's a strong kobold wizard.
No, Aaron, as a sorry, as a thief, you need to take what's that? Oh, what's that name of that of that feat?
I'm looking through them right now. I don't know.
I'll find it because
Human
it's a fucking.
determination? What the hell is human
a-
determination?
I don't know. It's Undertale or something. You need to take the mobile feat. That one is great for rogues. There's a song about it and everything.
Mobile. You are exceptionally speedy and agile.
Aaron, there's even a song about it.
Alright, I will look it up. I mean, I will listen to it later. When you make melee attacks and
Oh, just a real important roll, real quick.
Oh my, you're fucking doing, aren't you? Yeah. God damn you.
Huh?
Nothing. If you think long enough, you'll figure out what it is.
Oh, he's measuring his dick.
There you go. So, if you want to do that, there's actual rules for it. I mean, not official, just what I heard on the grapevine. Because I've played with teenagers before. If you really want to measure it out, if you are a medium size, it is 2d4 plus your charisma. If you are a small size, it is 1d4 plus your charisma. So there you go. Your charisma modifier, I should specify. And that's in inches. There you go. Be free, my sons. Oh, God.
Oh, chance. Oh, chance.
Well, there's another d4 since you're medium.
Oh, wait, what is the... It's 2d4?
Yeah,
Yeah.
since you're a medium creature, it's
Oh,
2d4.
okay.
So add another d4 to that.
Got it. That's more respectable. Obviously, we're talking like soft here. Yeah. So,
Mm. Oh my god, chance twinsies.
Poor Ken. I thought that.
Chance were twinsies.
I heard you.
God, this is awful.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll make sure to add this into my backstory. Right in.
101
like their
trivia
kid.
facts.
The entire party is actually male. So in like the beach episode. No, I can't go that far.
Well, that's about it, huh?
Yeah.
That is
Session?
session 0 is finished.
Extent
That
of
means
it.
the next session will be session 1, baby, May 15th.
All right.
I'm
The
like,
weekend before my exams.
yeah.
Huh.
Man, you know, I'm actually like quite happy with how the portrait is like looking.
Yeah, it's really your drawing is really fucking good. So JoJo.
Oh,
Very JoJo.
so I'd mentioned to most people by now. I don't think I mentioned to 7. As kind of a gift to the group, I am getting commissions for everyone.
Oh,
He won't let you pay for it.
Yeah.
I've tried.
I've
Yeah.
tried.
He tried.
And failed.
So I think probably tonight or so. I've already put in the order for mine and Aaron's and Kenz's, and I think what I'll do is I'll get you in touch with the commissioner over Discord. I'll put in the order for it'll be 3 bust, so like shoulders up. So one bust for each of you for your character, and I'll get you in touch with the commissioner for that. So you can come up with ideas of what your character looks like. The more detail, the better. What he does is just like a kind of a pose sketch. Says has this look for pose. At least this is what he did with me. I said, maybe adjust this, adjust that. Made an adjustment. I said, cool, looks good. And then he did a sketch. Said, does that look all right? Any changes? I said, I think I had one thing I asked for a change on, and then he did that, and I said, cool, go with that. And then he did the full line art and just ran that by me. I said, cool. Did the coloring. He did a really nice job coloring. But, any step along the way, if you have a suggestion for something that you'd prefer different, just say it.
So, do
and
you
if
have
you-
the line art of your character then?
It's, as of a few days ago, it's already flat colored. It's being painted.
You need to send that to me, man. I want to
So,
see it.
yeah, he's been chugging along on it.
Can you
yeah,
give
so
him
the-
my personal thanks?
I can do that.
Whatever that means to him.
So I'll yeah, so the I'll get you in touch with him and
Yes,
just
Twitter.
let him know what you want. I'll tell him to expect you by name. I've been communicating over Discord with him. I figured it'd probably be easiest for us.
You should link his Twitter.
I was just heading there.
I'm gonna beat you to linking his Twitter.
Heck, yeah. Rinty.
Cool.
It's a safe for work version.
Yeah.
I hope so.
He has an NSFW Twitter. I'm not buying you NSFW commissions.
Oh,
Jesus.
Frax, you're on your own there.
Damn.
So use your imagination.
Pretty sure he can draw it himself. If he really wants to do that.
I have not yet done that.
Well, let's save something for the fan artists, okay? I mean, right?
You mean the singular fan artist?
All of our
That
many
is something that is something I've thought about. Let's say that we are in Universe B and the stream actually gets popular enough for like fan art or like fan fiction or whatever. Yeah. There's gonna be a lot. I can already tell that there's gonna be a large conglomerate of the furry fandom because there are like 2 furry races. There are the Lycos and the Lana. And though they are super rare, and I've literally only made one like NPC of that race, I can already tell you that's gonna bring people in.
yeah.
So yeah, but that's not gonna happen because we're gonna get one viewer, and it's gonna be our friend Phoenix.
I'll share it around. Maybe we'll get
We
two.
need clickbait.
When I go to Maryland this summer, I'll hand out flyers.
Yeah.
Flyer.
We're going to New York City, so a lot of people.
I think we should use that picture of Colton as the clickbait. I mean, everyone loves Cobalt, right?
Oh, by the way, if you want to change some basic settings, I could show you some settings that we use. So I actually haven't gone and changed this. Anybody who wants to see can tune into stream. If you're not like super familiar with Roll20, I'll wait for people to come in. So on your character sheet, if you go over to the little gear settings there, this top setting is set to always roll advantage by default. Set it to advantage toggle. So then when you roll, you can select a normal roll, or if you roll advantage, you can select roll advantage. Or if you're rolling disadvantage, you can select roll disadvantage.
Also, do the whisper rolls. Can you show him that guy?
Query
Whisper
advantage
rolls.
is also a nice
It's
one.
right below it. It's right below the roll query.
So yeah, whisper toggle.
Okay.
So you can do public, and you can do 2GM. So when you do 2GM, when you type something or roll something, it'll go to GM only.
So me, and then only I can see it.
Yeah. Down here, there's a thing for variant encumbrance. You can select variant encumbrance. It doesn't take into account your wearables, so you'll just have to account for that yourself. But you'll see like if we say add on something that's like 20 pounds here, it shows encumbered. Just a good way to keep track of if you're encumbered. You'll just have to set the weight of things you're wearing to 0 probably, or something like that.
How much does my strange pink dust weigh?
I'm imagining it's like the littlest, like probably like a Ziploc bag, if that would be a thing.
Okay. And if you want to do
nothing.
One other handy thing, there's right here. There's another thing, show exhaustion tracking. If you turn that on, then it'll give you a thing here where you can, if you set your exhaustion to 1, it tells you what the effects are.
No.
If you have 2 exhaustion, it'll tell you what your effects are, etc.
Awesome.
And this is only if you are using Roll20. You do not have to use Roll20. You can use D&D Beyond or whatever. Roll20 is probably favorable since you can just click the button and it'll show up on chat, and like I can see it and everyone can see it. Especially, it really helps with spells because you can just click on a spell and then everyone can see what it does exactly. Really useful, but up to you. Yeah, thank you, Guy.
Yeah, I figured that would be handy. And on the chat panel, if you want to turn off the beeps, there's a check mark all the way up top of the chat. I don't have that on stream right now, but above the chat panel, the gear option up there, there's a few options under there. I like to turn off the chat beep just because it gets annoying for me. But whatever you want to do. There's extra settings there you can look at. But yeah, those few character sheet settings, very handy.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I did indeed grab a keen mind for Colton, so
Ooh.
that means DM, when my notes fail me, you're gonna have to step in.
All right. You know what?
Which way is north?
Keen mind, respect. I love that feat. So you know what? Respect.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Keen Mind, but then I was like, I got other things I think would be more appropriate.
Did you?
It's unfortunate that I lost persuasion proficiency.
You changed your fucking intelligence to why? You just whatever. It's up to you.
What?
I saw that you switched around your scores from intelligence to charisma to get a higher charisma.
He's a charismatic guy. Although I could actually, it might be better just.
No, you do what you want, man. I'm looking at all your sheets.
Charismatic wizard. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that is it for session 0.
Wait, were we not going to talk about our character?
Not really. I mean, you can ask me questions and stuff if you want to. This is more just a purely out of character thing.
Okay.
What is my character's favorite food, Zach? I want to ask you a question.
I don't know about this character, but your last character is this blueberry pie.
That is true. That is very true.
I know what my character's favorite food is, or at least favorite variety of food.
Oh, Kinsey
Sure.
left.
Does anyone know a way to set expertise on a character?
Yeah. Let me share that. And okay, back in. If you tune into the stream. Okay. So over here on that settings panel, there's just things. So like, say acrobatics. You could have normal or expertise.
Excellent. Thank you.
And if you get the jack of all trades thing from, I forget what it is, there's a checkbox for that.
Bard and rogue.
Yeah. And then also in that panel, there's, like, if you wanted to multi-class, this is where you can set your second class, or third or fourth. So you could just be like, I got one level paladin, one level barbarian. And it'll actually compute correctly that you're level 2, but it'll show up top, paladin 1, barbarian 1. But it'll keep your proficiency modifier correct to your total level. It took me a while to find that.
That's awesome. I'm going to have to take off, though. I got to be up at 4:30 in the morning. So.
Oh, boy. All right.
Okay.
You guys have a good one, and I'll talk
All
to you Saturday after Saturday.
All right. Sounds good. Catch you later.
Yes. Tale as old as time. Filling out the character sheet.
I use Beyond 20, so I don't generally have to worry about this.
Wow, look at you, Miss Fancy Pants. Fancy tool.